manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new
Attendez, j'enclenche autre chose. Vous êtes sérieux, ça correspond?
Soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh mais non, mais là c'est impossible de trouver toutes les fins. Vous avez vu ça? Comment vous vouliez deviner? Moi j'ai fait ça juste pour me presser parce que je pensais me souvenir du code. Effectivement c'était le cas. C'est va être le bouton.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Huh?
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
What?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes.
No!
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
Attendez, peut-être qu'on a bien fait de chercher ces numéros avant.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Si, faites que ça marche. Ça n'a pas marché, non. Merde, j'ai compris. Non. Mais putain, ça me disait un truc. Non. Non. Mais non, on appuie dessus. Putain, mais faut faire quoi? Oh merde! Putain! Oh là 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 là. Ah, la manette qui vibre à mort. Ah, il y avait un truc à faire. Il y avait un truc à faire, mais j'ai pas trouvé.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Ça m'inquiète, une porte dans le vide. Chargement peut-être.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then...
Oh!
No, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? Actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Pas moi non plus, j'ai fait ça. Hein?
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Merde, j'aurais peut-être pas dû.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Ah, c'est pas traduit.
But if used incorrectly, it can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Ok. Du coup.
Now that we know your choices are
Merde.
meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Ok, du coup on fait le chemin à l'envers. Ok, au calme.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Mais si j'ai pas envie, ça s'est refermé derrière moi. J'imagine que oui. Et tiens, il n'y a qu'un monstre. Ah, remarque. Oh là.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction.
What?
Perhaps we're not too late.
C'est quoi ça? What the fuck? Ça n'a aucun sens.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Ok.
I have to.
Oh. Oh là là. Oh là là. Ok. Qu'est pas ça?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
Oui,
Now
merde.
look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Putain.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Misbehave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the
What?
story first. I'm quite
Ça
sure
bug,
you'll
ça,
be
non?
up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a
Ça
set
c'est
of
bizarre.
two open
Je pense que ça a
doors,
bugué.
he entered the door on his left.
Je vais repasser à droite parce que je pense que...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Ah ok.
That means
C'est pas un
choosing
bug.
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the
Okay.
task. Just follow.
Ok.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ah merde. C'est fermé. Pas...
Coming to a
Putain.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
On est obligé
office.
de faire ce qu'il nous dit là. Carrément même plus le nom. Le nom de la porte. C'est incroyable ça. Oh, ça a changé.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
Ça a
discover
changé.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with
Ça
a
a changé,
voice
l'histoire a
receiver
changé.
next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Requin
Was this the
marteau
code
115.
to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Requin marteau 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Night
He spoke
Shark
it into the
115.
receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Comment je fais?
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is
Je
a
peux pas.
crucial step.
Night Shark
Okay,
115.
fine. You're not going to do
Ok.
it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
What?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley,
What?